Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. Ready? Right. 58, come on. On the army.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the screen, this is Eckler. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Badgley's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Got it. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, D.
Protein spill. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Get it.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 59 yards for him on the ground.
That's good. Come on, set. 60 or
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
Check three.
Let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight.
Bravo. 5.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Open his Swaim, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Ready.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, our potential. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Central West.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew completes it to Lee. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
You can't stop me.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go. You took the elbow. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Slam.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Show it up.
Again, it's Pumphrey. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Minshew, 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. An even 90 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Pumphrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On first down, it's Wade, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Two times.
48. Orbit.
I got 15. 49. Go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
57 Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be so...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention